Coaches, Rick Stewart of All Access Coaching. I'm really excited to bring you this free video, and make sure you hit the subscribe and like button down below. It gives us valuable data as far as what coaches want. And also, if I can get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll start doing weekly YouTube clinics for free. And if you hit the like and subscribe button, you'll get notified when we upload new content. We're uploading 3 or 4 videos every week.
Sometimes it might turn into a knockdown block here. For example, we got some clips here. And again, we play in the Classic 8 conference. Now these teams that we play are some of the best in the state, and they are phenomenally coached, really well coached teams, really hardworking kids. So these aren't teams that are playing on Saturday mornings with the middle schoolers. These are really, really well coached teams.
So when you're watching this, focus on the first step and the rip, not so much the block. So on a good highway there, gets to his target, understands that safety is going to be coming downhill. Now that was a knockout blow, sprung our back for a long run, but typically that doesn't happen.
Notice how he's coming right off of the heels of that D lineman, getting to a position where he's going to be able to find that safety. And again, it helps having a talented running back who's going to take it the distance. Another play here. Again, it might not be a knockout blow, right? It's just getting your body in position where you're going to be able to screen him from the running back, okay? Right here, this safety is about 7 yards off the line of scrimmage, okay? Our tight end here kind of goes up the field a little too much, and you're going to see him overcorrect to come back. He at least gets the block, but this is what we rep about first steps, you guys, and making sure that in that drill, we're going to take the correct first step and take a hard angle to get where we need to be. Okay, so it turns out that it works out okay in the end, but he kind of gets a little bit too vertical, and he's able to luckily come back around. He should be kind of ripping right through that linebacker's heels a little bit more. He kind of gets a little bit more vertical, and luckily he comes back and he's able to make the play and make the block for us.
And on these touchdown blocks, we tell the kids, we want the least amount of steps to your target. So that first step is crucial on being able to reach that goal.
Now, hey, the kids are going to say, that's really hard. It's a really hard block. Here's a sophomore offensive tackle for us who weighs 340 pounds. He might have been 350 at this point. I don't know. As a sophomore, he is going to sprint all the way out to this safety over here. He's going to do a heck of a job. Again, this is not a knockout blow. It's about putting yourself in position to screen the running back. Okay, so just get in his way, hold your block for just a split second, and off we go to the races. And this is in that game where we come back and we win 24-21. It's the final minute of the game, fourth quarter, and a huge play for us. I believe it was 3rd and long here. If Coach Krause, he would know for sure, but I believe it's 3rd and long. And again, just 340 pounds hustling downfield to get that block. And again, that's about effort, right? That's not athletic skill. That's an effort play. Also, our tight ends double as our split ends. So we teach our split ends that they need to be patient with their touchdown blocks, their second level blocks or third level blocks, okay? So you'll notice right here, our split end, he does a fantastic job of seeing the big picture. He's going to go up the field. He's going to settle his feet and relax and be patient, right? He locks on, and then we're off to the races, right? It pays to have a fast running back. The important thing I want to emphasize about this, understand the big picture. He knows where the ball's going. He knows we're trying to get outside. He doesn't need to fly in with that safety and whiff. He just needs to protect an area, okay? And if you look up at the top of the screen here, you'll see another tight end going up for his touchdown block, okay? He doesn't even touch him, but he gets in his way. He screens. It messes with the safety's path. The safety can't make the play, okay? Again, phenomenal jobs by those two tight ends.
And seeing the big picture, both tight ends knew which safety to block, and that's what made that play successful. And also just the breaking down, chattering of the feet. Notice that he sinks his hips and waits for that safety to commit to him before he commits to the block.
Outstanding job. Half line belly, really important. We do this one once a week. We might do it more if we need to, but we will take all of our basically kind of the looks that we're going to see, maybe that week, maybe the next few games, whatever it might be. And we're just going to practice every single look. Okay. We hang our hat on running belly. You know, we are going to go down with the ship running belly if that's the case. Okay. We will, no matter what, we can and we will run belly against any defense and any team that they want that wants to play us. That's what we hang our hat on. So we need to make sure that we can block it and our kids understand how to block it against everything. So we practice that. It takes about 15 minutes, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less on certain days or certain weeks. But we make sure that our kids are confident, because if they're confident, know exactly what they're going to do, they're going to go full speed as fast as they can, and they're not going to make a mistake because they're so confident they know exactly what to do. It's a great way to work on our communication, recognition at the point of attack and what blocking scheme. We'll actually bird dog our first and our 3 steps and before we go full speed. And that way, if maybe we don't do the matrix that day, we want to cut a little time out of practice, we can get our matrix steps in during this drill. This is just a drawing I made. What you don't see behind this, the running backs are doing it as well with their steps, but also the second string and the third string linemen are 5 yards back and then 10 yards back, and they're doing the same first step and the same first step and the same third step. Okay, so that way when it's their turn to go up and get their rep against the bags, they are going full speed. We don't have to go first step and third step again. They're not just standing back there talking, playing grab ass or anything like that. They're locked in and they're getting a full rep, mental rep, and smaller physical one. Typically we'll have about 12 or 15 different looks of what we are going to see on each sheet. It's really well organized, and we're going to have multiple coaches at this. It's not just a one coach drill. We're going to have a running back coach, a line coach, a quarterback coach at each drill. So everyone's getting coached and everything's getting looked at.
So what's important on this is, once again, this is monotonous, but you have to coach this hard, especially that first step. I know when I have the left side typically, and the offensive lineman, if they step with the wrong foot, I am coaching them hard, and we are doing it till we get it right. You can't just breeze through things. I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but we really emphasize that correct first step. And if they don't do it right, we are doing it again and again and again until we get it right. And if it takes us 25 minutes, Coach Krause knows that this is what we're hanging our hat on, and this is important. So maybe at the beginning of the year, it does take a little bit longer, but so important to coach this hard, fellas.
Week drill. Typically, I will be with the centers and guards with Coach Krause and the running backs, and this is kind of the time when Coach Hetzel takes those tackles and tight ends during the touchdown block drill. Again, it's about once a week, maybe about 15 minutes. We'll run, buck sweep, jet sweep, belly sweep, both ways. And from an offensive line perspective, what I'm looking for is seeing that our guards and our center are communicating with one another. We're staying low. We're taking that correct first step, and that we are accelerating our feet on contact. Okay. Only about 3 or 5 steps. We're not running our feet into, we're not taking kids down to the ground or anything. I want to see them low. I want to see them make contact and accelerate their feet, that 3 to 5 steps. Okay. To get their feet to accelerate, I don't just tell them, hey, pick up, fast feet, fast. Your feet got to be fast. I tell them to pick up their knees on contact, okay? Their knee is a little bit closer to their brain. Maybe that resonates with them a little bit more maybe. But I tell them that they got to pick up their knees on contact, and that really helps them to accelerate their feet. We got some clips of that here. This is a jet sweep here. So you'll see that we have our center, our guard, our backside guard here. We're going to run jet sweep here to the offense's right, your left if you're watching it. And you're going to see this play side guard. You're going to see his crossover step. You're going to see our center reach, and you're going to see our backside guard, just like that touchdown block drill, go out here and get the safety. Now, this safety here is one of our guards. This corner out here is one of our guards. This D lineman is one of our centers. It's so important to have guys blocking the guys that they're the guys who are holding the bags are going to be the guys that are up in the drill next, okay? Because then they start to realize the big picture and see how those defenders are going to line up and play. and where their body is going to be, what they can expect. So right here, I'm just going to point out the right guard here. His crossover step does a great job crossing over and getting on his horse in full speed acceleration. And our backside guard does a great job getting up to the second level. Belly sweep here, a little bit different. Okay. We're doing a little cross block action, so he should bucket pull. Our backside guard is going to pod pull. If you see it on film in your film analysis that nose guard's a slanter, well, make sure he slants in this drill. Make that center work. Make sure he's stepping and snapping, okay? Understand, see how many coaches are here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 coaches right here. I believe Coach Krause or someone else might be out of the frame also, okay? Everyone's getting coached and watching, okay? So here's a little belly sweep. And again, we're not killing the kids on drive blocking right here. It's more of just a hit and kind of fit, little foot acceleration. Maybe they're getting a little bit lazy, but that's all we're looking for right there. And then buck sweep right here. Again, it's important that the guys holding the bags are the ones that are going to get blocked by their position. So right here, here's a guard. He actually plays left guard. I'm telling him exactly where I want him to go, so that when he is up in the rep next, he understands how that linebacker is going to play, where he's going to insert, okay? Super, super important on that. All right, so here's our buck sweep. Sorry about that. Our backside guard is going to go 1, 2 flat steps on his pod pull, then 3, 4, 5 steps, get depth. 1, 2 flat, get depth to come around. And then our play side guard is going to bucket pull. We consider that guy on the line of scrimmage, so we don't want anything coming off tight off of that wings down block or any down block that's going on. So we're going to bucket pull that.
Coaches, I really hope you got some great information from that YouTube video. Again, hit the subscribe and like button down below. It gives us valuable data. And if I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll do free YouTube clinics. And you also get notified when I'm doing those YouTube clinics and when I upload new content to this channel. Thanks for watching, coaches.